Friends, architects, engineer, consultant engineers, and students of MEP services in architectural colleges. Dear friends, once again into VK Jan Sir ki MEP classes. In this particular module L5, I will be discussing different type of luminaries or luminaires, that is electrical fittings. Frank's definition of luminaire, light fixture or fitting as told by wireman. A light fixture is an electrical device used to create artificial light and or illumination. A luminaire is a lighting fixture complete with the light source, that is lamp, the reflector for directing the light, an aperture with or without lens, the outer shell or housing of the lamp, alignment and protection, and electrical ballast, so-called choke if required, and connection to a power source. A wide variety of special light fixtures are created for use in automotive industry, aerospace, marine, medicines. Use of light fixture or luminary, friends. A light fixture or luminary is an electrical device used to create artificial light or illumination. A luminary is a lighting fixture complete with, we have already discussed this. Friends, the various characteristic features of a lighting uh, fixture are electrical, physical and operating characteristic of the light source selected, electrical, physical and operating characteristic of appropriate ballast, electrical, physical and operating characteristic of control to be employed. Next is fixture efficiency, percentage of light output transmitted out of the fixture. What is the distribution pattern? The sixth feature is glare control. What method is deployed for glare control? Finish, finish of the fitting, appearance and size, accessibility of interior component for maintenance, and accessibility of the fitting itself. 11. Ability to handle abnormal as well as normal operating conditions. 12th is aesthetics, that is related to item 8, appearance also. Friends, we are discussing components of luminaire, that is electrical fitting. Uh, the first component is one or more lamp. Lamp is also called bulb or tube, a source of artificial lighting that emit light along with this socket in which it is mounted. Second, lamp holder that hold the lamp in place. Third, enclosure that protects it and has heat dissipation arrangement. Fourth, wiring that connects the lamp to the power source. Fifth, reflector on top that helps direct and distribute the light. The bottom cover that protects lamp from bottom and may have distribution reflector lenses or louvers to shield the lamp, thus reducing the glare. This bottom cover is also known as Perspec cover. Perspec is a brand name. Seventh, starter or igniter or diver. In case of LED fitting, it is diver. In case of sodium vapor fitting, it is igniter. And in case of fluorescent tube, it is starter. Eighth, ballast or choke. This in case of fluorescent fittings. Power factor compensation capacitor is nowadays compulsorily to be provided. 10th, locking arrangement to protect it from pilferage and fall. Friends, the diffuser for fluorescent luminaire can be made of continuous superelectric diffuser or polystyrene diffuser sheets or with polystyrene louvered sheets. This is essential part of a good fitting. Continuous acrylic diffuser and louvers have less efficiency but have very uniform and diffuse reflection of light which has very soothing effect on eyes. Continuous polystyrene sheets are equally good but get aged quickly due to which they have a yellowing effect which reduces their optical characteristic and look as well. Polystyrene louver sheets have better efficiency but lesser uniformity of light distribution. These sheets are available in standard sizes of 23 cm wide by 30 cm in following design. The square louvers, hexagonal louvers, honeycombing louvers, they may be prismatic louvers or ice crate louvers. They may be ice cube louvers already discussed and optical mirror finish louver. Friend, CIE has brought out classification system of luminaries and accordingly we say the fitting is of direct lighting, luminaries direct 90 to 100% of their output downwards. Semi-direct lighting, luminaries direct 60 to 90% of light downward and remaining upward. Third, general diffuse lighting, downward and upward component of light from luminaries are equal. Semi-indirect light fittings, luminaries that direct 60 to 90% of light upward and remaining downward. Then indirect lighting, luminaries direct 90 to 100% of their output upward. These indirect fittings are used in hospital in patient care areas. Friends, uh, I am showing the sample candela distribution curve of CIE luminaries classification. The direct fitting takes the light 0 to 10% upward and remaining downward and has a shape something like a oval. Semi-direct fittings direct 10 to 40% light upward and remaining downward and they have a typical candle distribution curve, polar curve, in which less portion is upward and major portion is downward. General diffuse fittings are 40 to 60% uplight or downlight, and they have a circular type of polar curve. Semi-indirect fittings have 60 to 90% upward and 10 to 40% downward. Therefore, the upper portion is larger than bottom. Then indirect light fittings have 90 to 100% uplight and 0 to 10% downlight, and hence it shows mostly on upward direction. Friends, we are discussing now application of different type of fitting. The direct ceiling recessed fixture are commonly used in office and laboratory spaces. However, their use is discouraged because of poor lighting quality. If these fixtures must be used with a ceiling plenum type return air stream, select fixtures and heat removal capabilities. The light output, this is known as chill beam system. The light output of fluorescent lamp decreases when operating at temperatures higher than room temperature. Ventilated fixture help keep the lamps at the lower temperature, thereby allowing the lighting equipment to operate more efficiently by directing some of the heat from the lamp into return air stream instead of space. In case of indirect lighting fixture that provide very uniform light levels, eliminate excessive reflections on the task, and minimize shadows, especially from head and hands. These provide good flexibility for future space arrangement because of uniform light level. Indirect light fixture use about 15% more energy than direct fixture to achieve a given lighting level because the light must bounce off the ceiling. However, indirect lighting fixture provide a better quality of light, so lighting levels and power densities can be reduced. Friends, this slide shows some of the downlighters of different characteristics. The first one is downlighter of direct lighting, out of which the most portion of lighting goes downward. This is semi-direct type of fitting in which the major portion goes downward, but some portion is reflected due to this portion. Then semi-indirect fitting is having most of the lighting discharge going upward rather than downward. Similarly, fourth indirect type of fitting provides most of the lighting upward, whereas general diffuse type provides lighting in all the directions. And the sixth is a mixed diffuse type, out of which some portion is not going to upward due to this this feature, characteristic feature of the lighting fitting. Different type of downward lighting fixture, downlighters are shown here. They are different type. I will discuss some of them being angular. So their polar curve is also um, shown angular. And this one fitting is extensive spotlight type of reflector where most of the light is going downward. And this one very costly, Kulikan Vaniflex reflector and some other reflector, of which this is the most cheap category. This Friends, now we are discussing classification based on place of mounting. One, indoor fixed type. Fixed type lighting can be recessed light or maybe surface mounted, direct wall or ceiling mounted, pendant or chain suspended type, landscape lighting. Modern lighting fittings are mostly recessed type in office. A recessed light or downlight is a light fixture that is installed into a hollow opening in the ceiling or above the ceiling. When installed, it appears to have light shining from a circular or rectangular hole in the ceiling, concentrating the light in a downward direction as a broad floodlight or narrow spotlight. The protective housing is concealed behind a ceiling or wall, leaving only the fixture itself exposed. The ceiling mounted version is often called downlighter. In European language, cans with a variety of length. This term is a jargon for inexpensive downlighting products that are recessed into ceiling. The name can comes from the shape of the housing. The term spotlight is often used in Canada and parts of US. In Canada and parts of US. The category one is ceiling flush trough or truffer light. Recessed fluorescent light. The word truffer comes from the combination of trough and coffer. Second is known as cove lighting. Recessed into ceiling in a long box against a wall. It can be torch lamp, torchier or floor lamp also. Friends, the surface mounted light can be of many types. Uh, the finished housing is exposed, not flush with the surface. That may be a chandelier light fixture. It can be pendant light suspended from the ceiling with a chain or pipe. Third, sconces provide up or down light, can be used to illuminate artwork, architectural details, commonly used in hallways and are as an alternate to overhead lighting. Then next feature is track lighting fixture. Individual fixture can be positioned anywhere along the track. A track is provided consisting of power source and continuous bus bar on which the fitting can be mounted. There can be under cabinet light mounted below kitchen wall cabinets. Sixth category is emergency lighting or exit light connected to a battery or to an electrical circuit that has backup power if the main power fails. Then surface mounted fitting can be highway low-way lighting, typically used for general lighting for industrial buildings. Next is strip light or industrial lights, often long lines of fluorescent lamp used in a warehouse factory or facade lighting. Friends, a plenty of special purpose lights have been used. One of them is ascent light that increases the environment, make it more dynamic and lifeful. Second, background light for use in film and television productions. Third is black light, floodlight of many different categories. Safe light for use in a dark room. Safety lamp for use in coal mines. Searchlight for military and advertising use and in coal mines. Security lighting provided for the purpose of providing uh, a secured atmosphere. Step lights as are provided in auditorium. Strobe light, strobe light are having audio and visual both facility. Follow spot for use in a theatrical performance. A spot goes on following the character performing the art piece. Wall or the special fittings which either graze continuously downward or on a wider area known as wall. Friends, this shows this diagram shows the surface lighting as here, here and here. Surface lighting systems of suspended type is also shown here. So, and this is a surface light which is fixed on the wall. So many type of surface lighting is shown in this diagram. Friends, this slide shows different type of lumined reflectors in electrical luminary. One is that looks like egg crates. This portion is egg crate. These are the source of light, that is fluorescent tube. Here it is parabolic reflector type. In this one, a prismatic tap cross section type of deflector. This is prismatic tap overhead view of the sum, and this fitting is prismatic tap showing detailed view. Friend, here miscellaneous type of fittings have been shown. This is wall mounted lighting system. This is chain suspended fluorescent lighting fixture. This recess round down lighter. This is open HID high intensity highway fixture. This is recess mounting wall washer fitting, and so many other different type. These are surface mounted thrift type. This is also a functional wall scone type of fitting, and many other type of fittings are shown here. This diagram shows recessed lighting. This one row, another row, And this is wall washer, the wall washer type of fitting. Friends, let us discuss once again recessed lighting. This type of ceiling fixture is also so called so because it is recessed into the ceiling. Simply put, it is installed above it. Most of the portion is above false ceiling. It is ideal for ambient, task and descent lighting. It helps highlight certain products and merchandise get displaying because it focuses the beam of light into desired area. It is commonly used in high-end stores, but not exclusively. Any kind of retail store can benefit from this type of light. Recessed lights are also adjustable to a certain degree, can be pulled down or can come in the form of panel. Depending on the light bulb of your choice, you can have the option of dimmable lighting. A number of recessed type of fittings are shown in this particular slide, of which here you can see it can be angular adjustable type here and here also. Friends, this slide shows many different type of recess fittings or surface fitting and their typical names and their lighting output displayed in yellow. This is flush recess type of fitting. The fitting is recessed here and it is having a downward uh, lighting discharge. Exposed canister type of fitting is partially recessed and partially surface and giving lighting distribution of triangular shape. Then eye wall type of downlighter, adjustable angle downlighter, pendant type downlighter, reel type downlighter, flush light panel, suspended luminary, this one suspended with the help of four maybe conduit pipes or suspenders, full room luminous ceiling adopts a shape like this and surface mounted luminaire is shown here. The track lighting system, in a track we have three spotlights connected and they can be moved also according to direction where the light is to be thrown. This one is surface mounted fixture and coffered light recess. Here coffering is used. Coffered space. This is coffer, this is coffer. So it is hidden and the light is first goes upward and then after reflection downward. Then suspension hanging type of mostly used in uh, malls and American dinner system. Friends, there are two pictures here using track lighting. The first one, the track lighting is like this, and in the second, the track lighting is having many different angles, and the purpose of track lighting is to create a spot on exhibit material. Friends, This is another uh, track lighting system shown here, uh, and they are directing light to the various type of exhibits which are vertical in this direction. The track lighting can be mounted, suspended like this, surface mounted directly on the wall, or recessed above the false ceiling. This diagram shows the track lighting fixture with its current collector. This is current collector which collects current from the running bus. Friends, different components of the track lighting systems are shown here. This shows the current supply assembly. This shows a cross joint. This shows a straight joint of these two portions are joined. This shows this shows a T joint. This shows a right angle joint horizontal. This shows right angle joint vertical type. This shows the sectional view of the light track. Now we are discussing pendant lights, also known as sconces, are the ones that are suspended directly from the ceiling. This. They are used in general over display tables and counters or for general illumination. They are perfect for tall ceilings simply because the cables can have the required length of perfectly illuminate your store. The main application for this type of ceiling fixture are in general lighting and task lighting. Chandelier, as we pronounce them as chandelier, represent a cluster of lights set into a specific pattern designed to direct the light upward, downward, or in a diffused manner. They emit a broad, bright, warm light that can emphasize the interior design of your store as well as enhance the appearance of your merchandise. Chandelier are used to provide ambient lighting design very greatly so that it will be increasingly easy for you to find some that perfectly complement the ambience of your business. Thanks for peacefully observing my presentation throughout this series. Thanks one again.